Learned one, Peter Lynch and John Rothschild. Introduction. The companies around us. When a group of people goes into business together, they usually form a company. Most business in the world is done by companies. The word companies come from the Latin word that means companion. The former name of the companies is corporation. Corporation comes from the corpus, another Latin word meaning body. In this case, a body of people who join together to conduct business. Business. Corpus also comes from the corpus. Oh, although this has nothing to do with the subject at hand, since corpus are unable to do business. The form of corporation is easy. Oh, all it takes is paying a small fees and filling a few papers in the state in which you want to maintain a legal address. Delaware is the most popular choice because the laws there are favorable to business, but thousands of new corporations are formed every year in every state. Whenever you see an INC attached to the end of the name of business, it means that company has filed the paper to become a corporation. INC is the short form of the incorporated. In the eyes of law, a corporation is a separate individual that can be punished for bad behavior, usually by the imposition of that fine. That is the main reason owner of a business go to the trouble to getting the incorporated. If they do something wrong and they get get sued, the corporation take the rap and they get off the hook. Imagine if you borrowed your parents' car without permission and ran it into a tree. How much better you have feel if you were the incorporated. Do you remember the Exxon Valdez disaster in Alaska when an oil tanker ran around the spill 11 million gallon of oil into the Prince Sound? This created a huge mess that took months to clean up. The tanker belonged to the Exxon, America's third largest company at the time. Exxon had hundreds of thousands of shareholders who were part owner of the business. If Exxon had not been the incorporated, all those people could have gotten and the individual have and lost their life saving on account of the oil spill that was not their fault. Even the Exxon were found innocent. They would have had to pay the legal bills to the defend themselves. In this country, you will be innocent until proven guilty, but you pay the lawyers either way. That's the beauty of the corporation. It can be sued as can its managers and the directors, but the owners, the shareholders are the protected. They cannot be the sued in the first place. In England, companies put the word limited after their names. This indicates that the liabilities of the owners is limited. Just the way in the US companies, if anybody were asks you what the limited means, now you will get the answer. This is the crucial safeguard of the capitalist system, because if shareholder could be sued whenever a company made a mistake, people like you and me would be afraid to buy the shares and become the investor. Why would we want to run the risk being the held responsible for another big oil spill or a rat here in a hamburg or the endless variety of mishaps that occurs in the business every day? Without limited liabilities, nobody would want to buy a single of share of stock.